This is everything this book teaches about that migration time period.
The book doesn't tell any story. It's a list of facts to memorize. I wish it told me of their experience. What did they feel? What was it like?
So when I hand over the wagon train to you, who do I hand it to?
When Cecily and Espen come into the train with that, it changes the lives of everybody on that train.
Why are we on this wagon trip? Are we here to get to the end? Are we here to get as far as we can in one day? No. We're here for the experience.
Black Rock. That's where we're headed. Guess how far that is?
Is it okay if someone takes over for the animals for a little while? Because I'm getting a little tired.
Can you ask somebody else in your group?
Yeah. Will anyone be willing to take over in my group for the ox?
Is Mr. Vix, are you wanting to take over?
I'm willing. Wanting? No. Willing? Yes.
None of us are wanting,
Looks like nobody wants to. So here we sit.
but one of us has to.
Let's go. Let's press on before night comes.
Please, I'd like you to drive.
Get up.
Thank you. Thank you.
A strong will can carry you through the toughest of roads, but it's not inherently gifted to each of us. It is something to be nurtured, practiced, and encouraged. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy.
You said you weren't wanting to drive.
That's right. I don't want to. Nobody wants to.
Yeah.
So do we just leave it here?
No, so you have to make a decision.
So somebody has to be willing.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yes.
If we all don't want to, somebody has to be willing. It's easy if you want to. We pick the one who wants to. But here we were in a spot
If
that
there's nobody that wants to, but there's someone that's willing, then you should go to that person because nobody else will do it because they're not willing.
If you're willing to have want and will be separated in your world, then you're useful to people. I don't want to do that. Automatically I won't. Versus I don't want to do that. I will. I am willing. Want to and willing aren't the same. I don't want to doesn't mean I won't put my will into it. That's a tool for your life.
Yes, that is.
That's a tool off the ground for your life. Attaboy Zeke. Attaboy Doc. Good oxen. Yeah. Faithful beasts. Get up, Doc. You're giving them courage.
Applegate Trail. The course is winding down and up and through and over the ravines and hills. Not very bad nor steep. Israel S.P. Lord, September 15, 1849.
Start pushing, ladies. All right, push hard. This last hill. dying. Those girls don't even have to do anything with the other wagon.
Erica wants you to eat it.
What are we talking about?
The oxen spit.
And what about it?
Would you like to eat it?
Oxen ice cream?
Yes.
Please don't eat it.
Please do.
Please do. Well, there, now I got trouble.
Okay, please do, just to see if you'll do it. But you probably won't.
I know.
Why did this even enter your head?
I don't know.
Well, when we were stopped, we saw the foam, and then Christy said that you ate it once.
Wait.
So did you
We don't want you to get sick.
No. Mr. Rixie, please don't. Please don't. Please don't, Mr. Rixie.
Your husband is doing some crazy things.
These girls have a request.
I don't have that request.
Tell her your request.
I dare you not to.
Well, what?
Please don't do it. Please don't do
But
it.
just think how everyone would be so
Stressed out.
And amazed. Have you ever done that
amazed,
before?
and they would probably really admire me.
No, I don't think I would.
Admire you in a weird way.
Mr. Vixie, this is peer pressure. Don't give in on peer pressure. I thought teachers were trying to tell us not to dare each other.
I dare you to eat the spit.
There you go.
They're like, don't do dads, it's bad.
I've been dared now, but she dared me not to. That's a dirty trick. Mrs. Vixie, what's your advice?
No, don't do it.
I don't want to be responsible.
It doesn't seem as pure and clean and nice as the one that I tried.
What? You tried that? Ew.
Gross.
Well, she's still alive, so you'll be alive too.
I mean, we eat our own spit.
Now I want you to do it.
When did this happen?
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Rixie. I undo my dare.
Now do it.
She just advised me not to.
No, thank you.
Because did it taste good? Maybe you could do it from a mule. Tell us what it tastes like if you eat it.
You tell me what it tastes like. I dare you to do it.
No.
I'll do it.
There, how about that? I dare you to do it.
Oh, no way.
You want to do it?
How's that for a teacher?
That's not normal. I mean, this teacher carries around guns. Does you eat cow spit? What's next?
I'll do it if you do it.
And you ate a grasshopper. Probably tastes like milk.
Allegedly.
You do it? You ate a grasshopper? You eat it and I'll eat it.
You would do this if I do it?
What?
Watch that.
Do it.
Watch that.
Christy, you would do it.
I don't want to take it all.
Did you lick it?
Christy has to do it now. Christy, that is so disgusting.
Christy.
Mr. Vixie, did you lick it out of it?
Ew, that's nasty.
Okay, now swallow.
Anybody else want some ice cream?
David said he would do it. If Jason does it.
What did you say?
I'll do it if Jason does it.
Well, you'll do it. I thought you said you'd do it if one of us did
I
it.
said if Jason did it.
You want some ice cream?
Can't let a girl beat you.
Go, Jason.
Ew, Jason, don't do it. Don't do it, Jason. You guys are disgusting.
This crew is messed up. Oh my goodness.
Contaminated people.
This group is messed up.
Now remember, I told you earlier, I am human. And though you've asked me to be your guide, I may not guide you always in a good way. You may need to make some personal decisions, right? You may need to make some personal decisions that says, well, okay, I follow you this far and here we part. Right? Because,
You lost a lot of girls on this one.
oh, I think that they really admire me now because,
I'm sorry, no.
because Mrs. Vixie did it and she loves
Did she do it
me.
purposefully?
Ask her.
Did you do it purposefully, Mrs. Vixie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you see what an influence she's been on my life?
Maybe you've been an influence on her life.
Oh, I wish you had said that before I did. Right now I'm feeling pretty proud of myself for having ice cream out here in the desert. I'll do it if you do it. I'll do this bad idea if you'll do this bad idea. Whoa. It matters what I do. It matters. Look, we're at a road cross. There's a road that goes this way. There's a road that goes this way.
Do we know where these roads lead? A sand hill.
Can we read this?
But sometimes we need to do easy things. And sometimes we need to do hard things.
Are we gonna get a puppy this time or another baby? I want a puppy.
He deserves them.
Well, look at that. That's where the Black Mountain is, where he said was water 20 miles away.
Yes, I know. Mr. Rixey, is this road like kind of up and down?
You can see the rock, you can see the road, you can see between. You see what I see. Do you see what I see?
The child is really confused with where to go.
I know.
Right?
I don't know. I think I'll just close my eyes and spin around and.
Can we discuss in our wagon trip groups?
Is there hard influence to watch friends go the other way? Yeah. It's a hard deal. It's hard. Yeah. The force of the herd is strong in you, isn't it? Well, don't follow your heart. That's just seeking this moment's comfort. Go instead in the direction of your dream.
Hey, I'm in the cool group.
It like completely switched. We're all together.
Am I the only one who chose these roads still? Mr. Rixey?
Yeah.
So are we allowed to change our minds not based on what people are in there?
You can even base it on the people that are in there.
I wasn't changing my mind because of who went where.
Yeah, choose your adventure. Choose your life road. I have a question.
Are you gonna turn it on?
Well, I'm going to ask you.
I mean, it just adds extra work.
Do you want the baby active or not active?
I'm fine with it being active.
Let's just do it.
I want to enjoy the full.
You know what you're getting yourself into, right?
You're on the hard road.
You can be the babysitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to.
It is not.
He gave you the option if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you didn't want
real or not, and you guys picked it, so you are getting yourself into this, so you can't blame him anymore.
He said
Were you blaming me earlier?
No, I'm just future reference. Because I think it's gonna get a little stressful. No, I know it's gonna get stressful. So
You guys want to put it in?
When does it start, Mr. Rixey?
Now.
Now it.
The baby will tell you.
Try your hardest.
You will.
Okay, I guess.
Alright, let's go. It's just hilarious.
What happens if this goes on? Like, what do we do?
Just so happy. Try to stay right behind that wagon.
I think we should be allowed to stay in the wagon.
I think so, but it's pretty bouncy in the wagon.
Yeah, your animals are gonna get tired.
Oh, Cecily, I honestly would have said no. I don't want. Well, just because we have the baby, we still can't lag behind.
The students have been up since early dark. They've experienced the harsh environment and endured the exhausting events of a day that just never ends. They long for relief.
Do any of you guys feel like you can't keep up sometimes, or like
Yes.
kind of hard to keep up?
That's why I always have to hold on to it.
They feel powerless traveling these roads so unfamiliar to their feet. And they know very little of their future, save that it lies in the direction of a black rock in the darkening distance.
You know, all my life, I've always known where I was going. Like, not like my future, but, you know, like, I've never done, this is so weird to me. Like,
you've never gotten lost?
No, well, I've never done this. Like, I've never been walking somewhere and just, like,
we're walking and we have no idea where we're at.
Yeah, we have no idea what lies ahead. Like, we know in 5 to 6 days we'll be going home, but we have no idea. Like, the beginning of the week for me is like, on Monday I do this, on Tuesday I have violin lessons, on Wednesday I have piano, and like.
Yeah, see, like this, ballet is predictable.
It's under these conditions that these young people diverge, with remarkably different results.
I think it's easier because we don't have to keep up with the wagons.
In the 19th century, happiness wasn't the obligation that it seems to be today, especially for children. But you can be sure that for these young people, its pursuit was a major consideration for their choices. Now, the Easy Road group, they linked their happiness to the destination, to something that they would get there or that people would do for them.
I dreamed that we could already be there and setting out.
And they quickly allowed their emotions to control their thoughts.
You guys, what if we went, like, the road doesn't even go where we're supposed to be going? What if they get there before us because it was a shorter road?
They compared themselves and competed with the other group and depressed their words into complaining and to malcontent over their easy situation.
This isn't making any sense. Wait, no, Allie, they seem to be turning that way.
I know, but they picked the right one and we didn't.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do. Look where this road is going. It's going exactly straight, plus it's starting to turn right.
For them, the problem was out there, and they were the victims. That's an easy road to take when you're overwhelmed or underappreciated. And when the sun set, it was distant and cold on their dark spirits.
I'm getting cold. Is anyone else getting cold?
I'm exhausted.
Allie, I think.
Guys, we're going total opposite directions. We're all gonna die. We're never gonna see them again.
Now, the Hard Road group, they had even more reason to despair. They had the animals, the wagons, the soft sand, and they had the baby. Now, they could have easily found a sympathetic audience. Perhaps they already have. But instead, they allowed their thoughts to control their emotions. And they chose peace and beauty over worry and fear.
I wonder when he's going to let out his...
Guys, this is so beautiful. We could have 360 view. That would be awesome. This is a beautiful trail. Can you believe it? So look at this. Fresh tracks, almost no dust at this present time.
It is like a interesting experience, cool experience.
It's just like a painting.
Their serenity wasn't a denial of the difficulties of the road. Rather, it was an optimistic acceptance, a resilience over its struggles.
This seriously is hard. Do you want me to take it or are you good? We don't have a little cradle for it, because how are we going to rock it just back and forth? Yeah, but in the night it'll be really hard.
They looked beyond themselves and considered their co-travelers and spoke words of encouragement and support and appreciation.
guys, give them space. Give them space. They're stronger than you guys are.
Well, okay, fine. You guys can push.
Hey, we're already here.
What?
Was that it?
This one.
Oh, wasn't that hard. We're good?
Guys, we're gonna have to help.
They looked for the richness that life offers in the journey, and they found something beyond ordinary happiness, joy, an inner spring of well-being that carries us through our pain and our struggles, and it allows happiness and sadness to travel side by side in our journey. For them, the solution was in here. And when the same sun set on them, it curled itself up softly on their shoulders. People are like wagons controlled by a tongue. If we let our thoughts and our words turn us off the road, the rest of the wagon, its feelings and its physiology, are going to follow it into the ditch. You want different feelings? Think different thoughts. Say different words.
You know, Estelle told me to be positive, so think of a couple things why this is good.
Gotta keep your head up. You got your head down.
Now, sadness and happiness, these are emotions that are as natural as the two tracks that follow these wagons through the sand. Like failure is to success, sadness, that's an important motivator. It's emotion from which grief and compassion can rise. It's what allows our tears to make rainbows in our soul. All sunshine makes a desert.
Okay, we'll stay and help. I was wondering if it would help if I led the oxen and then you could go in the back and push since you're stronger.
You know what to do?
No, not really. I just lead them and then I don't know what to do about the stick.
Somebody come up and coach her. She's willing to help, and we'll help back here.
Okay, so what do I do?
Do you want me to hold the stick while you lead?
No, I just need someone to coach me how to do this.
All right, so if they're turning one way on accident, then if you want this side to be stronger, so you go right, you tap him and say giddy up.
With this thing?
Yeah, on the rump. And if you want to turn left, you tap that one, giddy up. Because you know how if you say giddy up, he's gonna get stronger and you're gonna turn.
So do I hold it with the left hand or just go like
Don't.
Oh my goodness. Hard for them.
He's happy. I feel so happy.
I want to do a walk through the night and then sleep during the day.
Why?
Because it's not hot right now.
Why is there this little tent over there? There's like this little canopy right over there. It's like a wagon. Oh no.
What?
It's another person, I think.
Cecily, you're probably going to have to get another baby.
Why?
Because...
I don't want the baby anymore. I'm dead serious. I'm done. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Here, let's go. Hey, someone bring a canteen.
We'll give him water if he takes the baby.
Espen wants the baby, though.
Dude, I will just give it to you. You can take care of it alone.
No way is he keeping the baby.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna take care of it alone.
I hear there are boats.
I heard you were dying of thirst.
In the 1800s, immigrants abandoned every kind of thing along the trail, even humanity. Here the students have come across a man laid by the side of the road, abandoned, without provision or water.
That we could trade.
You can take anything you see out here.
And all they can consider is how they'll profit.
Wait, who are those people down there?
Get up.
This man is broken down and he hasn't had water for a long time and he
I'm
has...
sitting here by myself.
Really?
Yeah, can I have some water?
You to take the baby.
I'm not taking the baby, man.
You take the baby.
If he comes...
You just want to get rid of it.
That probably wouldn't work out.
That's not really funny.
No, I had some mules, but they were too sick to pass through and
Okay.
died.
Can we raid
You
everything?
can take whatever you want out there. I don't need any of it. Some water.
In their eagerness to collect their sudden prosperity, they failed to grasp the closeness of this situation, that the case of this man might be their own. That adversity may become the better teacher.
What do we need this stuff for?
Okay, fine. Take the water.
Thank you very much.
There goes your water.
No.
Aspen. It's stunning.
Babysitter!
He's crying? Awesome.
Where's the milk?
Are you serious? To give him guys? Yes, I have an apple. Give it to him. Give him. Sorry, this isn't much, but we'll get some more food later if you can take that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I will be next to you all the time from now on because I was busy. I didn't realize it would start.
I don't know, but it's part of everything.
I don't even know what this contraption is.
We still have to cook.
I don't even know what most of these things are.
How am I gonna move this?
Yeah, we're not going to be able to fit all the stuff in this wagon.
You know, I don't think we need any of this stuff.
Me either.
Maybe we didn't need him.
That was just a bad decision
That's
by
a
me.
bad decision.
I guess so. Are we still traveling tonight?
Of course we are. We're not gonna camp here.
Animals are thirsty and we have no way of watering them. I don't know.
They're still gonna be thirsty if you camp here.
Yeah, we need water. But
Well, if we keep going, they're just gonna get more and more
Yeah, I
thirsty.
know.
And
Yeah,
they'll go weaker, and it's dark. How many miles is that? It was just 20 miles a second ago. 20 miles?
No, that's the Black Rock. Our camp's not there.
Yeah,
Our
well,
camp
that's
is
the
right
next
over
water
there.
spot. How many miles did it take us to just travel? We travel maybe 15 each day. It will take us a day to get to Black Rock. That's
People in our for the easy group. Where did they go? Are they?
Let's go look. You guys are welcome to be a part of this.
I'm good.
They might want to listen.
Yes. You were a drover.
Didn't look very good, and they were always chewing on the wagon. Thanks for the droplets of water.
They're really tired.
Mules were having a hard time, even though I should probably have considered them since the oxen were having such a hard time.
Now you've loaded this wagon with more stuff for your animals to carry, haven't you? My advice is this: abandon your wagons. That's not.
And then what do we do?
You do whatever.
Actually, I think that might be a good idea because the wagon's heavier than like.
So we just
most of
carry
the
our
stuff.
luggage?
And the animals, I think.
What
can
about the
carry some
oxen?
of
You
this.
can't.
Your guidebook tells you how to do animals. Your guidebook. Some of those people that were in the easy group that are here now even read that. They could help you. This is their problem too now because if we're abandoning the wagons, guess what? And they said they're good. If we abandon the wagons, what happens to their stuff?
It's gone.
I'd say their problem. No matter what road you took, you're all affected. When you guys split on the trail, hard road, easy road, that has an effect on a group, doesn't it? Now it's us against you. Don't let that come in between you.
The animals, they've been pulling all day, and we've only given them water like once a day. Like us ourselves. And we don't have water, like it's miles and miles away.
So what would we do with the animals if we abandoned the wagons?
We would have to do like packers. Yeah. But that means that we get rid of a bunch of stuff too.
We can't carry all that food and all that stuff.
I know, the cast iron boxes, we cannot put those on.
How are we gonna?
And we can't
What we would
carry
have to
that.
take is bread stuff.
Can we leave the baby?
Oh, now, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I bet people did. It's estimated that nearly 1 out of 5 women were in some stage of pregnancy on the trail. They had toddlers, they were carrying infants in arms. Many of these died.
Cecily, I'll take it for you.
No, Mandy.
Mandy, you can't even take care of yourself right now.
Mandy.
You can't take care of a baby.
Every year in America, there are more than 750,000 unintended pregnancies in girls aged 15 to 19, and 1 in 4 end in abortion. That's truly a hard road. This data compels us to confront these students with important decisions at an early age. And though many of those lives will grow up and be successful, why take the risk when the physical, the emotional, the relational, and the financial hazards are as stark as this landscape?
Let's get everything right here. Put it right here. And decide what we're taking.
Okay, we need like sleeping bags is essential. So that's okay.
You didn't know you were practicing, did you?
A teen parent is more likely to remain unmarried and raise their child without a partner, to drop out of school and have a low income. And their children are more likely to grow up in poverty, to have cognitive and health disadvantages, to suffer from abuse and neglect. And the economic costs to the public are in the billions. Uncomfortable? Inconvenient? Are you kidding? That's appalling.
I hate this thing now. We don't want the baby anymore. We don't want to deal with this. It's too much work.
Too much dead weight, and we're leaving it here because we don't want to go through the trouble of taking care of it.
We can't do other things.
Yeah. So we're leaving. I just hope it dies quickly.
I'm hungry.
I know. I'm leaving. Wait.
Wait, you guys, what about food? Well, I don't think we should bring the pad, you guys.
Water and food, that's all we need. We need water.
Cecily!
I know. Maybe we could have hardtack and cheese and
Beans.
It's good food, it's just not a lot. The peaches are good.
Somebody want to help Emily get that thing open?
You and Estelle do food.
Yeah, because sleeping bags are for comfort.
Yeah, we don't need the pads.
Yeah, it's sad even though it's not a real baby.
Do you want it to stop?
Yes.
Because eventually it will, won't it?
Yes.
Why are you leaving the baby here?
We can't take care of it.
The trip is already hard enough as it is.
We know it's not real.
That's what I wanted to hear right there.
We know it's not real.
So when I realized these children had abandoned that baby, I was horrified until I allowed that I was judging them through that metaphor as an adult, that they didn't share. And it was important that they be understood. They were not putting down a life. They were setting down a doll that was interfering with the increasing demands of this trip. And until that was understood, no good could come from the rest of this story.
Imagine if this were a real baby, because I can't use a real baby. But what is real about it?
That it cries.
It's a real circumstance, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it, Davis? It's a real circumstance. And the fact that I'm not using a real baby, does that change your heart? I think it does.
Yeah. If it was a real baby, we would take it.
So then shall I use a real baby so that your heart is true?
No.
Then stay with your heart.
Young people today are accustomed to having control over their experiences. They'll spend hours immersed in a virtual reality. So this part of the conversation made sense to them about what's real and what's not. The simulation of the animals being thirsty and the abandoned man, that all made sense to them. But the dust, the distances, the darkness, that was beyond 3D real. And their discussions, their decisions and discomfort and dialogue, that was unscripted and authentic. It doesn't get any more real than that.
If you'd really abandoned this baby, and I can tell you for sure, babies were abandoned and died because somebody said, it's me or them. Mr. Mark had it. Did he abandon it?
No.
Did he even push it on you? Sounded like he was willing to keep taking care of it, didn't it? Do you think that would have been convenient for him?
No.
Do you think he would have abandoned it?
No.
Did you ask his advice? Do you think, why doesn't somebody go up and say, hey, do you think we should abandon the baby? That'd be a good conversation for you to have with him. You want to take the time for that?
No.
Why?
Because we're worried about ourselves.
Okay.
But now we
Okay. I know you're 13, I know you're 14, and sometimes it's hard for you to separate the real from the fake, but you understand that I have to have some things that are fake so they can be real, but safely real.
Yes.
Why did you take the baby in the first place? You knew it wasn't real. You could have said no. So why did you step into that real moment?
Because he said he'd help us, and it'd be kind of hard if he was taking care of the baby and trying to help us.
And what is he doing right now?
Helping us.
How?
Putting the saddlebags on.
Do any of you know how to saddle the horses?
No.
Did any of you ask him to saddle the horses?
No.
Then why is he saddling the horses?
Because he cares. He doesn't just care about himself.
He could be sleeping right now. He could leave you guys. He's got no obligation to you. None whatsoever. None of you asked him to do it, and he's doing it. Is it real or is it not real?
It's real.
Why did you take the baby in the first place? Because it wasn't real then, and you could have said that right there. This is phony. I don't need this. Why did you? Why suddenly change it? Because it's now inconvenient. Our survival, their survival, the baby's survival. It's a real scenario. And what's changed is your inconvenience, your desperate situation. Let the baby go.
The students admitted that without coaching or coercion of grades or other unnatural consequences common to schools, they had reached out and accepted the baby. They had cradled it and carried it, and bonneted it, and named it.
Jesse?
As if it were real when it was novel and convenient, and had set it down as unreal, abandoned it when it was not. The lack of support from their co-travelers and the immense pressure to abandon it was intense.
Put the baby up for adoption.
And so they did. They set it down and walked away. The comparison, the contemporary comparison is chilling. There are parents who, for the inconvenience or the discomfort, or for the lack of support, or for the pressure or persuasion of others, will put their babies down and walk away or destroy them before they're ever born.
So make your decisions based on that. Because I can't give you a real baby. Are you willing to play that game?
Yes.
If you're not, I need to know. Because I know you're 13 and 14 and this may be beyond your ability to take it that way. Right? I'm not saying you're bad people. I understand how you're thinking, I think. But consider what you're willing to do. I'm going up there to saddle. I'm walking away from this situation.
Do you want
But the relevance can go beyond babies to other relationships. Somehow we have this illusion that our next marriage or another job will bring the happiness that's been eluding us. That as though that out there in the environment or our circumstances, or there are people that are controlling our happiness. And so we change schools or jump jobs. We try to get rid of people, a principal, a boss, a teacher, a coworker. or we will abandon an intimate relationship, believing the problem is out there. The way we handle these problems shapes us as human beings. Adversity introduces us to ourselves.
I know we can't take the baby.
If it was
this
a real
was a
baby.
real scenario.
I wouldn't leave it.
I wouldn't leave it if it was real.
That's what he's asking us to do.
I know, that's why I think we should.
take care of it.
We don't, but that's.
Well, you
we
guys
can't
don't have
do
the
that.
arm thingies anymore, so all of us would you do this?
All of us can. All of us can take shit.
If we
Sus.
have a problem with that,
If that was a real baby, would you leave it there?
No.
I know that. Then we need to take it.
If you wanted to kill
Like
I don't want it.
I don't want it, but I can't just let it die.
Contribute.
You know, giving up, that's an easy road to take. But to keep at it, especially when everyone would understand why you quit, that's courage. And once the students came to value that belief, they never looked back. They set down their want and picked up their will, and they committed to the support of Espen and Cecily. And that made all the difference.
Instead of abandoning their burdens, they broadened their shoulders. Though now stripped of their own possessions, they carry away a richer prosperity, a heart strength that helps them reach beyond comfort and convenience for something more important. The capacity to take on challenges with confidence and determination, to accept responsibility, honor commitments, and go the distance.
Look at the moon, it's a sliver.
Days are long, years are short, but the years will know what the days don't see.